Michigan as presented by the state's leading authority on events, the Michigan Festival and Events Association. A full listing of events is available on MichiganFun.com. Michigan Fun is a production of My Michigan TV powered by Michigan Digital. Now, here's your host, President of the Michigan Festival and Events Association, Mike Szukhent.
Welcome to Michigan Fun, where we check out the state's top festivals and events. I'm Mike Szukhent. Spring is here, and today we're checking out some of Michigan's great springtime traditions. Coming up on today's show, we'll have Berkeley Days, and then we'll follow that up with Earth Fair. But first, let's check in with Blossom Time Festival. Welcome to the show, Anna Abnor, and President, and Gianna Simons. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning or good afternoon.
How are you ladies doing today?
Wonderful.
Great.
Busy.
So, Blossom Time. I was reading up on the history and talk about a rich tradition. You guys go back a few years, and you guys look great too for that.
Well, I was going to say we do go back a few years, and hope I've not been around all those years, but pretty close. We are a 117-year-old festival, and we proudly celebrate the fact that we are Michigan's oldest and largest multi-community festival in the state.
That's awesome. I was reading, it sounds like the concept first started back in the 1800s. 1891 is the notes that I saw. And then officially got started, 1951-ish?
Well, 1906, Reverend Cady was at the First Congregational Church in Benton Harbor, and with his parishioners, he urged him to go out for a ride amongst the country and look at the beautiful blossoms they had just blessed for a bountiful harvest. And then it all evolved from there. They had gone to the World's Fair, a group of people, and they thought, well, geez, you know what? The World's Fair in Chicago, this was pretty cool. And they elected somebody to represent the World's Fair, and to be able to get tourism. And they thought, how are we going to do that here in Michigan? So at that point, the first Blossom Time Queen was elected to represent the festival, and that we kind of started through then. In 1951, we did have a temporary break because of the war, and we started back up right around then again. And so we're pleased to say that we've been continuous since then, with a break because of COVID. But other than that, we've been going really strong, the festival has.
Well, unfortunately, your break during COVID, everybody had that break during COVID.
Right.
Glad to have that in our rearview mirrors, or hopefully it's in our rearview mirrors.
I hope so.
Some of the activities that you guys have there, why don't you give our audience an opportunity to feel what all goes on at Blossom Time, and tickle their curiosity so that they can come over and visit with you guys.
Yeah, we would love that. We have many different activities that are going on. This next weekend, April the 16th and 17th, which is Sunday, Monday, we'll be choosing our 90th Miss Blossom Time and our 26th Mr. Blossom Time this year. And that will be held at the Lake Michigan College Mendel Center, and tickets are still available. And then after we have that activity, then we start with our youth parade. And the nice thing about our events are almost all the events are free to the public. So anybody could attend, or anybody could be a part of it. We're just happy to have people celebrating Southwestern Michigan in our area. So like I said, the following event would be the Goodwill Tour, where we travel through 20 different communities, and we visit their schools, and we visit learning centers, and we visit assisted livings, and we try to just bring goodwill amongst wherever we go. And that's really a special time for us and the communities. And then the Sunday before that is the Blessing of the Blossoms, and that's how that's our original roots. So we do that at the Michigan State Extension Office, and it's beautiful out there, and we get to see, we're amongst the blossoms, we get to see it again. And we invite the public to come out for this non-denominational service as we celebrate the beginning of spring and the harvest for the farmers. And then the first Saturday of May is what we call the Youth Parade, and that's in downtown St. Joseph. And what a wonderful event that is, because that's a chance for the little kids to be able to have their own big parade. And they can they can make a float, they can bring a wagon, but it's all younger geared age for the children. And we love that. And like I said, that's another free event to enter, free event to watch. And then the Grand Fuller Parade is what we call the crown jewel of our festival. And we invite the public to come out and watch the crown jewel, which is May the 13th this year, the second Saturday. And we're one of the only parades in the country that run through two communities. We start in St. Joseph and we end in the city of Benton Harbor. And what a wonderful parade it is. With 105 units, we have live broadcast on WSBT and just many there's an old footage right there. Many people come out and watch our parade as we celebrate the youth and all the different things around southwestern Michigan.
And as she said, the festival did start in agriculture. So this year we are honoring our agriculture in Southwest Michigan. So our parade theme is honoring our agricultural roots.
That's awesome. I love the combination of Benton Harbor and St. Joseph, two communities joined together by a river. Not
Correct.
separated, joined together by a river. And the two communities coming together for this event and have been doing it since the turn of the last century.
Correct.
Is absolutely amazing and a tribute to both communities for keeping this going. You know, your parades, your pageants, all the activities, keeping it to your roots of the blossoms, the agriculture, and you know that the pastor talking about you know it's springtime. The flowers are a form of renewal, and we can't have too much renewal.
That's right. And you know what? And that's what, you know, spring springs eternally and hope renewal. And we hope that, you know, each year I love going to the Blessing of the Blossoms myself because it's a renewal of everyone's faith to see all the young people and the older people there as we renew and we celebrate what this country's about, the southwestern Michigan area, and what the farming, the agriculture is. It's such a large part of our history here in southwestern Michigan. I think perhaps sometimes people don't realize that we're the largest non-citrus producing fruit belt in the country is the state of Michigan, right here in the southwest Michigan area. So we're pretty proud of that. And we're pretty proud that we're able to celebrate this year our salute to agriculture with all the different things we've got going on. But most important, we're so proud of the community and our friends, wherever they are from, coming out and supporting us and visiting us. Because like I said, we're a festival that we're a nonprofit. We try to give away a lot of scholarship money each year. So we just basically try to raise enough money to keep ourselves going, but to keep the kids going forward as we help them with their education needs and help them as we continue our festival basis of what we are. We're pretty proud of the fact that both the two communities, Benton Harbor and St. Joseph, have always been 100% supportive. They're the co-host of the city. We actually started with both of those two communities, and we continue calling them our co-host. Starting and finishing our parade in one area is remarkable. Each year, one of the things that I don't think the public knows that we take turns having the City of St. Joe High School Band or the City of Benton Harbor Band lead off the parade. So this year, I believe it's the Benton Harbor Band that will be starting our parade and leading it off for us. And the City of St. Joe High School Band will be at the end of the parade this year. So we're proud of the traditions that continue on, and we're proud of the rich history that the festival has. So I thank you for acknowledging it, and thanks for talking about it, because it's something we're pretty excited to be able to bring out to the public.
Well, tell our viewers how they can find out more information.
Sure. www.blossomtimefestival.org is a great way to give a little quick recap of who we are. But if they can always email us at office@blossomtimefestival.org, or they could even call us if they'd like and get some information. Whatever information they would like, we would love to be able to provide it for them and have them come out and visit us and see this great festival and its works.
And of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, it's been great hearing about your festival. Thanks, Anna and Jana. Appreciate your time with us. And thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next on Michigan Fun, it's Berkeley Days, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
A breath of fresh air will do you a world of good. It'll help you press pause and see things a little more clearly.
And when you step outside and take it in, a world of worry gets swept away.
And what's left?
Just feels right.
Breathe in deep and let fresh renew your spirit in Pure Michigan.
Welcome to Mackinac Island.
We were just named the #1 island destination in the continental U.S. by Travel and Leisure magazine.
We are proud of our little slice of paradise.
And hope we have a chance to visit soon.
So hop on in and treat yourself
to fascinating history,
delicious island traditions,
and an unforgettable nightlife.
We look forward to seeing you soon on Mackinac Island.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the events happening across the state of Michigan. Our next guest is from Berkeley Days. Welcome to the show, Leslie Robbins.
Hello, thanks for having me.
I'm glad that you were able to join us today. Berkeley Days, I was doing a little bit of reading on that. This festival started with a celebration in, 1926 to mark the completion of the Coolidge Highway.
That is
but it's
correct.
Much more than that now.
It sure is. We basically Berkeley Days, we partner with all the community service organizations and have a big fair, and any community service organizations that help out, any profits that we make go right back into the community. So it's a giant fundraiser party for the whole community.
Who doesn't like a party? Who doesn't like fun?
Right.
What are some of the organizations that are partnered with you?
Our partnering organizations are the Berkeley Dads Club, Berkeley Huntington Woods Youth Organizations. Sorry, it's a mouthful there. The Berkeley Junior Women's Club, any of the police and fire. We also have, oh my goodness, there's so many of them. The Berkeley Parks and Recreation, let's see, Berkeley Hoops, and the Sea Cadets are the ones that are really the most prominent within our community.
So this event starts on Thursday, May 11th, and concludes Sunday. What are some of the activities that people can participate in?
On Thursday night, we'll be having our annual, this is our first time having one of the favorite community events. This is called the Taste of Berkeley. A lot of the participating restaurants will come in people can purchase tickets and sample some of the local restaurants' cuisines. So that's fun on Thursday. Of course, all weekend long, we will have our midway. On Friday night, we will be having our dodgeball karaoke, which is one of fan favorite, where you can throw little snowballs at your friends and earn, people buy a bucket of balls and they can throw snowballs at the friends and all the money goes back to the organization. And this year, for the first time ever, because we are celebrating the city's 100th year, we will be having a fireworks display. So that is very exciting. And that will be at 9:30 on Friday night. And to honor, and Saturday, of course, Friday and Saturday, of course, we will, no, not Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we will be having a lot of bands throughout the day. And Sunday, to honor our mothers, the Berkeley American Legion, who is another one of our, biggest supporters, will be having a Mother's Day breakfast and giving the mothers free roses. And we will also be having a free kids zone, so we can have all sorts of fun events for for kids, and just something to do other than the midway. A lot of fun things. That's the robotics. The robotics will also be there all weekend long, so that you can come and check out the people from the high school doing the robotics. We will also be having our vendor village for our vendors and sponsors who are participating all weekend long as well.
That's awesome. So the midway runs all 4 days?
Yes, all 4 days. It starts Thursday night at 5 p.m. and closes Sunday night at 6. So
that's awesome.
All weekend long.
That's awesome. How about a little shout out for your sponsors?
Our sponsors would include a lot of the service organizations that I already mentioned: the Berkeley Junior Women's Club, Berkeley Hoops, Dad's Club, Berkeley American Legion, Berkeley Parks and Rec. Our big sponsors this year that are new to us, because this is really our first year of having sponsors, would be Quality Roots, Loom. I know I'm going to forget some. I'm sorry. I'm totally drawing a blank on some of the sponsors.
I'm
but
sorry.
like I said, the sponsor thing is new this year.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Can you tell our guests that are viewing how they can find out more information about Berkeley Days?
The best place to find us is on the web at www.berkeleydays.org. If anybody's interested in any sponsorships, we can be found on Event Hub, and you would search Berkeley Days Hometown Fair.
That's awesome.
And you can find us on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Well, Leslie, it's great hearing about your festival, and thank you for being with us today. I wish you a great weekend. I'm sure you'll have one, especially dealing with Mother's Day. So again, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I very much appreciate it. Have a great day.
Coming up next on Michigan Fun, Earth Day. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We've all been looking forward to a return to normalcy, especially when it involves a breath of fresh air, a dip in the water, the chance to explore, or just the opportunity to take a break and enjoy the view. Our time is now. Start making your plans now to visit Ludington at pureludington.com.
Everybody trying to go, yeah, the party jumping off. Hey, we putting on a show, trying to catch a vibe. We do this every time, like, na 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 na. This is where I wanna be, na na na. Never ever gonna leave, na na na. You ain't thinking it for me, I'm like, na 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 na.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the top events happening across the state of Michigan. Our next guest today is from Earth Fair. Welcome to the show, Sarah Nelson, Operations Coordinator. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So I was doing a little bit of looking at Earth Day, and this is a relatively new event happening in St. Clair County. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so our event is, well, it's 21 years old, so it's certainly not as old as some, but it's been around for a little while. It is Friday, April 28th. We are from 9 to 4, and then on Saturday as well on April 29th from 10 until 4.
And some of the events that will be happening during this?
Yeah, so we have on Friday is actually designated all to local school districts within and around St. Clair County. And so we have 1,000 school children in 1,000 school children in grades 3rd, 4th, and 5th that attend Earth Fair, and they get to visit all of the wonderful vendors and exhibitors that have set up for Earth Fair. We have a phenomenal sponsor, Cargill, who has given us a very generous donation so that we can actually transport all of these students because busing is not cheap. So they are paying for all of the busing for these students to come in.
That's awesome. I was looking at your website and I noticed that you guys are completely ADA accessible and a smoke-free environment.
Yes, we are. So we are at a phenomenal location. We are at Goodalls County Park. It's all ADA. And then that's actually a township ordinance that you cannot smoke on the property there. So just some great things that help support the concepts and ideas that we also support and really kind of push the general public to follow.
There's quite a comprehensive list of vendors. Holy mackerel. I don't think you have enough time to go through all these vendors. This is fantastic.
Not all of those.
Did you want to highlight?
No. Well, I think it's important to maybe highlight that we have a phenomenal mix of small businesses, but then we also have a great mix of nonprofit organizations and agencies that have really stepped up. The thing that we ask all Earth Fair exhibitors, vendors, is that they have some type of educational component. So what is your environmental message? What are you trying to get across? What do you want people to know? So I think that, people really are looking for, how can my life be a little greener? What are some tips and some tricks that I can do to help make my environment or our environment more sustainable? And so I think that we have these wonderful exhibitors that have that knowledge that can really educate the general public and the students to come in and gain that knowledge and then go back to their homes, back to their jobs and implement some of those things and help make the education component really, really valuable.
That's fantastic. Just looking over this list, Paul's Gourmet Jerky. I am a big fan of jerky.
Oh, well, you like it, you're gonna have to stop by.
I might have to stop by. And you're also with the St. Clair County MSU Extension is also working with you?
Yes, yep. They're so it's kind of unique because our committee is made up of some of those nonprofit agencies. So it's really a bunch of people coming together. There's a group of us, there's 16 of us that our only job is to put this event on every single year. And so, Friday we save that day for school students, and then homeschool groups. And then on Saturday is really open for the general public. And something cool that we're trying to do this year is, we're using the Goose Chase app. And what that does is that offers families or individuals the opportunity to go onto a very large Earth Fair designated scavenger hunt. And so the scavenger hunt, you'll take missions, and these missions will lead you to the different exhibitors that we have at Earth Fair. And then what you can do is you answer questions, you submit the answers to those questions, and then the top 5 teams or individuals that win, they get a very large gift basket that includes a $100 Visa gift card. So that's something that we really want to promote, is visiting all of those vendors, doing all of those hands-on activities, and coming away with just more knowledge on how you can be a better steward to our environment.
That's a great idea, and I'm sure because of that, your vendors definitely stepped up for that.
Yes, they have. I was very pleasantly surprised to see how many actually wanted to participate. So it's really encouraging to see that.
Tell me a little bit about the Green Guardian Award.
Yeah, so our Green Guardian Award is phenomenal. So there's 4 different categories. There is an education component. There is a nonprofit, a group, and a business. So people, whether they are self-nominated or somebody nominates them, but it's these ideas of who are these people or organizations in our communities that are stepping up and doing things for our environment? Who are these stewards that are, the best of the best, that are offering, knowledge and education to other adults or to students? And so we use this Green Guardian Award to really highlight them and showcase the things that they're doing in our communities.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So it's been great hearing about your festival. I wish you a lot of luck. I'm sure you're not going to need a lot of luck. You've got a lot of stuff, great things going on. What can you tell our viewers as to how they can find out more information about your event?
Yeah, so earthdayfair.com is our website. You can check us out on Facebook, you can check us out on Instagram, and you can even give someone on the Earth Fair Committee a call. All of our phone numbers and our emails are there. So if people have questions, they can always reach out.
Leslie, it's been great hearing about your festival. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
And that wraps up this week's show. I want to thank all of our guests for joining us today. And to find out more information about these events and any event happening in the state of Michigan, go to michiganfun.com. I would also like to thank our producer, Jared Clark, and the entire staff at My Michigan TV. To browse our full library of live and on-demand videos, go to mymytv.com. That's MyMyTV.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Until that time, get out there and have some fun.